Oh my God! Seriously? Super easy trick that a lot of models and celebrities, and myself, use when we're taking photographs from the side. And essentially what you do, when you're taking a picture from the side, you end up lifting your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and that helps to lift your jawline and your neck and make you look like you have a sharper jawline. Oh, here we go. Oh, not that low in the abdomen. Ooh. Ooh. This is a form of cupping, and this is a holistic health practice where you basically do this, and you can do it all over the body, and the idea is that it somehow helps to decrease inflammation and can help even with chronic discomfort. Now, to do it that low in the abdomen is a bit concerning because if you've got a history of hernias, could this potentially affect it? Also, if you've got bowel issues, could this affect it as well? So if you're going to do and try cupping, I would stick with, let's say, the back and the more common areas. Now, if he really wants to see something interesting, he could move that cupping down a few inches and see what happens then.
All I'm going to say is baby Stormy is gonna be pissed when she be looking like this instead of this.
So mean. Obviously there's some truth here, and that's not very nice, but I do think that over the years we're going to see more and more young celebrities who just don't quite look like their parents because their parents have had so much plastic surgery. Who knows what they really look like? It goes on and on and on. Oh, these nose clips are all over online like Amazon, and people claiming that these things will reshape your nose. So let's see if it really works for her. Can you imagine wearing that around every day for, I mean, weeks and weeks? 5 weeks of doing this? All right, here we go. We're getting close. 6 weeks. Let's see how this really reshapes her nose. Where's the result? Where's the result? It's a little sus that there's no result at the end of this reveal video. The truth is that these types of nose clips that are being sold online throughout the United States, they're very popular out in Asia, they just don't work. By clipping your nose, you're not going to change the shape of your nose. Now, because she didn't show us a reveal in this video, I did go to her TikTok page to see just whether her nose may have changed shape, and it did not. Should you go to another country to have your plastic surgery as a way to save money? There are a lot of fantastic, talented, and very skillful plastic surgeons in other countries, like in Mexico. But if you're an American citizen and you travel to Mexico to have plastic surgery and you develop a complication, and complications can occur with even the best plastic surgeons, and you have to go to a hospital, how are you going to feel if you're in a hospital in a country where you don't speak the language? The other thing that we see as plastic surgeons here in the States are patients who show up to the emergency room with complications from surgery that they've had overseas. And they don't have their own doctor because their doctor is in a different country. So who is going to take care of you when you come back home and if you have a problem, if you have drains that need to be taken out? So my advice is that if you can't afford plastic surgery by a good plastic surgeon here in the United States, look at plastic surgery residency programs. Because even though they're residents, even though they're doctors in training, they are typically overseen by real plastic surgeons, and quite often you can save money, you can get your cosmetic procedure, and that procedure is overseen by a real American plastic surgeon. Do you honestly think that by doing this, you can reshape your face and get rid of a double chin? Who believes this stuff? Who makes this stuff? It is so not true. There are 3 ways to get rid of a double chin. You can lose weight, and hopefully it comes right from this area. You can do Kybella, which is an injection to melt the submental fat, the fat under the chin, or you can do liposuction. And those are pretty much it.
Okay, a lot of people are requesting this, so let's do it. All right, hear me out before you go running to the comments, okay? This is me before, and this is me after. So here I was 8.5 centimeters, and here I am 5.5 centimeters, okay? But wait, my incision line is shaved. So what looks like my full forehead is not actually my full forehead. My forehead is only from here to here, where the line is. The rest of that is gonna grow back. Okay, now tell me what you think.
Okay, here's what I think. She's a beautiful woman. I don't think she had a long forehead. I think her forehead looked perfectly fine from what I could tell beforehand. And her surgeon appears to have done a very nice job with this operation. So my issue is not with the patient or with her surgeon, but just the operation in general. A forehead reduction creates that scar that goes all the way across your forehead. And that scar is going to be a permanent scar. It will never disappear. And what happens in general as we get older? I know it's happened to me, and I'm wearing this cap so you can't see it, but our hairline, it tends to recede. So what happens then if you've got a scar right at the front of your hairline and your hairline gets thinner, as you get older, you may be able to see that scar. So I'm not a big fan of this operation, especially in somebody young and beautiful like her. Why? Why? This is crazy. So what he is doing is he is working out the masseter muscles of the jawline. And these are 2 muscles that are on either side of the jaw. And when you clench your jaw, you can feel them. They get real hard. Now, people who chew a lot of gum or people who grind their teeth at night, that muscle can become overgrown and it can make the jawline look wider. Now, in my practice, I often inject Botox into the masseter muscles of patients who want their jawline thinner and more refined. Just the opposite of this. This episode is brought to you by my skincare line, Youn Beauty. Our products combine natural and organic ingredients with the latest in scientifically proven anti-aging components like vitamin C and retinol. So if you're looking for healthy and youthful skin without the unnecessary chemicals, this is the skincare line for you. Check them out at dryounonline.com and use the coupon code 20OFF to get $20 off your first order over $99. We'll put a link in the caption below. All right, back to the video.
I used to think beauty meant flawless skin, Eurocentric features, full lips, so I chased those things. But then I had my daughter and everything changed. I looked in her small face and realized that there is no one type of beauty, that we are all born beautiful.
I love this video because it has actually mirrored some of my beliefs as well. Are we really trying to create a more Caucasian appearance in the Asian face? And what is wrong with an Asian eyelid that doesn't have an extra crease there? And then when my daughter was born and she did not have a crease in her eyelid like I don't, it really then struck me that beauty has nothing to do with these types of superficial things. So whether you have a fold in your eyelid or you don't have a fold in your eyelid, I hope that you feel as beautiful as you really are. Oh, so cute. So sweet.
I follow you into the park, through the jungle, through the dark. God, I never loved one like you. Boats and waterfalls, alleyways and payphone calls. I'll be here never with you. We laugh until we think we'll die, barefoot on a summer night. Nothing new is sweeter than with you. And in the street we run free like it's only you and me. Geez, you're something to see.
If you're one of my regular followers, you know how much it means to me to rescue dogs, especially senior dogs. Now, my wife Amy and I have rescued so far 3 senior dogs. One of them, unfortunately, Sammy, has passed. and our other two are getting quite old. But it is so rewarding to take such a beautiful little creature and to basically save his or her life, because honestly, they give so much more to us than we give to them. And if you're considering getting a dog or a cat or any other type of pet, please consider rescuing one. There's so many lives out there that need saving, and you would be my hero if you do. This is my 5th compilation of TikTok reaction videos, and if you've been watching my other ones, you know that at the end of every one, I show you a couple of my TikTok videos. I do have a very active TikTok account with millions of followers, and I love making these videos. So let's take a peek at a couple of mine.
These are the things men don't really notice. They just know something's different. Look at that. Like a dream, like a dream.
Breast augmentation is one of my favorite surgeries to perform because literally in just an hour and a half you can see this fantastic transformation. Now the surgery is not for everybody, and I've covered some of my issues with the operation, such as with breast implant illness and other issues, in different videos. But if you're considering a breast augmentation, do your research and I would be happy to see you. Take a tour of a real plastic surgeon's office with me. I've been in this suite for about 10 years in Metro Detroit, and here are all of our skincare products for sale. Here's our waiting room on the 12th floor. Next we have the esthetician rooms where we perform laser treatments, chemical peels, M-Sculpt, sculpture, and a bunch of other cool non-invasive treatments. I then have 2 exam rooms where I see patients before and after surgery. They're connected in between with a photo room where we take photographs of patients after the operation. This is also where we take out drains and sutures. Next we have the procedure room. We perform Botox and filler injections in here. Next is a consultation room where I meet patients for the first time and we talk about possible surgeries. Here are the breast implants. I'm proud of all the technology we have in the office. We have a Vizia skin analysis, high definition there, and a couch to take naps on. This back procedure room, we perform Botox and fillers. Here is a room where we store our PPE, and this is our social media filming room. 25 years ago when I started medical school, I would have never expected to have an office like I have, and honestly a job like I have now. And I owe it all to my patients, and I owe it all to you. So if you're considering any type of cosmetic procedure, whether it's getting the right skincare products, to laser treatments, to chemical peels, to injections, to surgery, I would love to meet you in my office in Metro Detroit, Michigan. And for those of you who can't make it to my office, check out our online store. Because I love reacting to TikTok videos, I create a playlist just for you of other TikTok video reactions. Take a peek at the playlist right up here and you will laugh along and be shocked at some of the things that we're going to react to. And if you've been enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and always remember, eat real food, use clean skincare, and only consider actual plastic surgery as a last resort.